shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Outside for Martin. Back to George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Embiid. That one's not going to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. For three, Edwards. And another three for Minnesota.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Second team foul. In for the Wolves.
Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Embiid inside. Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Pass to Reid. Three-pointer. And another three for Minnesota.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Outside Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on an 11-3 run. And here is DiVincenzo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's now only a 1.76ers lead. Now George. Driving inside. And he can't jam it through.
You try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Back to DiVincenzo. For the lead. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Martin. Back to Embiid. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. So both teams making some changes here. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams changing it up here. The free throw drops for Embiid. Alexander Walker on the wing.
76ers foul. McCabe. First personal foul. First team foul.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? 76ers ahead.
The 76ers. 26.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Embiid. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, George. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Outside, George. Clock is at 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trail by 4. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. From outside, off the mark. The shot by George, wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside, Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Here's Embiid. Here he goes. Misses the one-handed jam. Pass to Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And George gets it to go.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Good on the triple. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for Minnesota. Up top, Embiid. Back to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And George drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to Conley. to take the lead. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Right side, George. Here's Embiid. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's the screen. Pass to McDaniels. And another three for Minnesota.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Embiid, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Randall. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. And a miss there on the triple. 76ers trailing. Stolen by McDaniels. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Edwards inside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And here's George for three. Connects from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Outside for Randall. Edwards with the screen. Here's Gobert. Got it.
Wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And the 76ers making a change here. At the top of the key, Embiid. Outside, George. Back to Embiid. Yes!
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A three off the inbound. He's off from three. And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first that will put them up by two. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line. And it's a three-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot three, so the